How's it going, guys? It's Richard, and in the background you might see there's a whole series of me gaining levels in prayer. Now that's because, well, to start off with, I was gaining a whole load of levels in prayer, but basically I was doing a lot of gaining prayer levels because for starters I wanted 92 so that I could do soul split. So there you go, there's a spoiler, it goes from 83 to 92. But I was doing it so I could get soul split for starters so that I could find combat a bit easier. And also because originally I was doing a plan of doing a road to max combat sort of thing, and I thought, okay, that would be kind of cool, you know, getting all max combat stats, because that's something that I really should have. The amount I've played the game, because my playtime is ridiculous and you really don't want to see it. But I just thought it would be, you know, sort of a nice series to do, but I never actually got around to like starting the series and whatever. I like recorded some of these clips, but I never actually started the series. And then I found out that in the evolution of combat, when I logged on and I saw everyone's combat level was considerably higher, I found out that the max level was 200 and the calculation was considerably different. So while originally I was thinking, well, evolution of combat is ages away, it's probably not going to come until next year, which is what we all expected. Unfortunately, it came this year. So I thought, well, getting max combat will be really easy now, because I'd literally just need to get a few defense levels, and that would kind of be boring. And I thought, you know, why not just go the whole hog and get a max cape? So basically this is a road to max cape. It's gonna be quite a while. I can imagine. I can imagine it might be still going on a year from now, but hopefully, if I'm predicting it right, I should get it by next summer. I mean, my levels aren't actually that high. I mean, we'll head on into game in a minute, because obviously these are just clips that I've gained while I was leveling up my prayer. You might have noticed I missed a couple. When I got to 90, I kept on pressing the record button on fraps, and yeah, then realised I didn't have fraps open, so I missed recording those levels, unfortunately. But you see me get up to 90. But anyway, like I was saying, I'll get into game and I'll do things that I would be able to do in game. Like I've got a couple of levels that I could gain live, so that'll be a little bit more interesting for people to watch. And then come the evolution of combat, we'll be able to see how quickly I can actually get levels then. So let's head on into game. So here we are outside the Arak castle, and I went to talk to Juan, or Xan, or however you meant to say his name, and I went to him and I thought, you know what, let's buy Jack of Trades, because that's a little bit of extra experience every day. I was sort of expecting, you can just see me that I was talking to bots there. And yeah, I thought I'd buy Jack of Trades because I heard about this this offer that they've got on, like 25% off everything. So I went to open the shop and I thought, yeah, this would be quite a cool idea. And so I went to buy it, and I looked in auras and I thought, oh yeah, 25% off, then I'll actually be able to afford it with the amount of points I have. So I went down, I saw it, and I was like, wait a minute, it's still 15k. No, my maths isn't right, but isn't always the best. But if you take 25% off 15k, I'm pretty sure it's not 15k. Then I thought, you know, let's just look it up on the news post, and it turns out it's a thing that's not active until the 20th of November. So uber fail for me there. That's, you know, that's just the sort of fail that I do. So come next Monday, so basically episode 2 of my Road to Max Cape, I will be doing the Jack of Trades. So missing out on that today. I was kind of looking forward to it, seeing like what a good routine would be, going around and killing everything. But I'm still going to do a couple of things live. So as you can see, I'm kind of geared out. If you might notice, I'm wearing my Arak armor, and that's because I was in fact doing. I've just noticed that that's a bear on the side. I'm going to actually be doing some mining, because I've been getting a lot of mining XP lately, and that will bring some benefits. So before we go off and get any levels, I'm actually going to show you my current levels. So there's the 92 prayer, as I was talking about earlier. But basically here is a whole series of levels that I've got. And I thought they'd all be kind of, you know, interesting things. There's a lot of levels I could get. I know that my total level is only 2147, but I reckon I could get them up pretty high. It's just things like construction that I'd like to get up higher, because I heard on the Q&A that the player imports, you're going to need 91 construction. So I might have to invest quite a lot of money in that. But, you know, it's something that I'd quite like to do, because construction, they're going to bring some benefits next year, which would be always nice to see. And there's a few things that I'd like to level up. Right, so first things first, first thing I wanted to do was I wanted to go and get myself my daily tiers of Gothics, because if I'm right in saying that should, if I get enough tiers, get me a level in construction. But I've just realised that I forgot my light source, so let's quickly go and grab myself a light source. Where's the light source? There we go. Sapphire Lantern. If you're wondering why I have battle staves in my inventory, that's because I quickly went and bought some, as I thought, you know, I haven't done that today, and it's a quick easy 100k basically. I think, well, I don't know if it's less now. Right, so why am I doing that? I just remembered there is the new games necklace teleport. So Games necklace it is. Games necklace, that was convenient. Right, so teleport to the Gothics. I love this new interface. It's a lot nicer than the old interface where it's just a bunch of options in the chat box. So they've really been up in their sort of styling. I really love this new Tears of Gothics. I genuinely think it looks really nice. But I did have a bit of a panic a minute ago. It said loading 50%, but fortunately it worked out. Right, so we need to remove my 2 items, if I remember rightly. Anyway, you don't really want to watch me do the Tears of Gothics for like 5 minutes, so I'll stop the recording, go in, and then I'll start recording at the very end when the time is literally just about to run out. So I'll talk to you guys in just a second. Right, so we have literally just finished Tears of Gothics, and I have had the worst session ever. As you saw, that was 134 tears, which is terrible given that I have a quest cape, so I get them most time. There we go. Level in construction, which is kind of cool. 75 is now my lowest level of any skill, which is kind of cool. So yeah, got a few things. Let's open up this interface. Whoa, there's loads of things at 75. Oh yeah, I suppose I could do a gilded altar. That's kind of stuff that I wish I could have done before. Right, anyway, so we have done our Tears of Gothics. I find it actually harder than before. It's still as sluggish, and I swear the things change more often. Anyway, there was a couple of things I wanted to do, and one of them is to gain a mining level. So where's a good place? We'll start off at the south of Arak. We gain ourselves a mining level, and while we're home teleport. So basically, I'll give myself a mining level, which is the first thing I want to do because I'm 22 XP away from gaining a level, which is pretty close. And I'll easily gain that in the episode, so that's another level that will get sort of live, so to speak. Obviously it's not live. Does anyone remember being absolutely terrified of this area, like when they first started playing RuneScape and they walked past and they accidentally went and like saw the Dark Wizards, and then they started casting spells at them and just absolutely panicked? That was my first death, I think. It was either that or jail guards. If anyone remembers those as well. Right, now, so let's start mining. Oh my, where are the bots? Where are all the bots? Anyway, 1 ore should be enough. There we go. Level 81 mining. Now, I've actually, there you go, red sandstone. Now, red sandstone is something that I've always wanted to be able to mine, and because it's a nice little bit of extra money that you can do every day. And I will admit, I've used a Void Ravager, I believe it's a Ravager, and basically he has a special ability that gives you a extra mining level for however long it is. So you get an extra mining level, and so I could mine the red sandstone. So I've got a fair stack of it in the bank, but I don't have the crafting level to use it yet, so that's kind of pointless. So that's that. Anyways, really get rid of that. Red sandstone. That new interface is absolutely massive. Right, so I've done that, so I've just walked past trees, haven't I? My next plan was to cut some trees down because my wood cutting level is actually very close as well, so 277. There's an oak here. Hopefully do it in one tree, and also gain a little bit of fire making XP because mine. Is it an infernal or an inferno? Yeah, inferno adzi. I always thought it was infernal. One of those massive mistakes you always make that you never know how to pronounce. And it doesn't. It's not incinerating any of them. Given that it's a 70% chance, it's being kind of fail. But you know. So a few things I actually need to do in my to get my levels. There we go. 90 wood cut, I believe that is. So there we go. Nice stage there. One thing that I'm kind of looking forward to. What was I? I've forgotten what I was going to say. Yeah, doing farm runs like magic trees and whatever. I've never really got round to doing them that much. I've done them a few times, but it's mainly just cost. But I got extremely lucky after an evil tree yesterday and got a magic seed, so it kind of sparked my desire to do farm runs. Right. So there we go. 90 wood cutting. That's just basic. I think it just tells me that. Yeah. Daemonheim. I don't even have a Prometheum hatchet. How depressing is that? I've gotten Catagon. I don't even have a Gorgonite, I don't think. But oh well. Right, now, I wanted to do some crafting, but I'm actually a little bit off the crafting level. I believe I'm like 2k XP off. 2.6. Right, so I'm going to really quickly gain a little bit of XP, and then I'll come back when I'm really close. Okay, so here I am. You might be wondering, what the hell? Why is he training using urns? That is such a slow way. Well, I actually need to make 70, I believe it is. I need to make 70 for a daily challenge that I've got, to make fishing urns for my daily challenge. And so I thought, you know, I might as well do some of them now, as, you know, it's a nice amount, it's a nice chunk of XP it gives you. And I don't know if I'm one of the few that do daily challenges, but, you know, it's kind of nice to get a reward. And there we go, level up. So I'm now 81, so now I can now make all cooking urns, fortunately. Well, I made them before, but with crafting potions. So there we go. That's I think that's all the levels I'm going to get today. But what I am going to do is I'm going to go mine my daily sandstone, because I've never actually done it when I've had the appropriate levels. So I'll finish firing these ones, and then we will head over to the Grand Tree. The Grand Tree? A Spirit Tree. So we can do it quickly. So, right, is that... I didn't realise quite how long they take to fire. Like, I've done this several times, but I always AFK, so you don't realise quite how long it actually takes for them all to fire. So let's run to the bank. Let's look at all the millions of bots. Let's see if we can, how many we can report. Oh, there's a trial going on. I love how some of them seem to be really generated names. But then there was actually one that I swear I'd seen the guy in game, so maybe they're not entirely generated. But yeah, as you can see, I have done them before with those. So let's quickly teleport, do our daily red sandstone. What am I trying to do? Carriage port. I'm not used to teleporting with it not actually being equipped. I won't force you guys to watch all of this, all of me doing the red sandstone. I just want to, get there and start mining, proof that I can do it. Every time I get a level, I kind of like to do the thing that I just unlocked. So that'll be something interesting. And in future in these episodes, the sort of things I'll do, I think I'm going to end up doing them every 5 days. I've just realised that my sound is on. I've just teleported to the wrong place. And what I plan to do is I'll get myself my 5 daily challenges. Then I'll do all the challenges, and then I'll hand them all in on the video, so you can see like hordes of XP coming in from the challenges. It's crazy how much XP you get from them. So that'll be something. So basically the episodes will be every 5 days rather than sort of a weekly thing. I'll try and get them out every 5 days, because I kind of want to get a bit of a routine going on the channel, because at the moment it's basically the only routine is release a video relevant to an update on a Tuesday, because that's when updates happen. And they're sort of like, at the moment I'm just sort of doing discussion-y style things. I'd like to sort of get a bit more of a routine going, because I'm really enjoying YouTube. If you're actually like thinking about doing videos, then I'd really recommend it. It adds another aspect to RuneScape, I find, because it's it gives you something more to aim towards. Like for example, me doing a road to max cape, I'll now actually like have a motivation to level and things like that, which would be a nice change up. Right, let's start mining this. I know I should really get a dragon pickaxe, but unfortunately I really can't afford one because they're quite expensive. Right, so there we go. I can mine red sandstone. So when I finally get 89 crafting, I'm actually going to have bank, because there's going to be, like, hopefully by then I'll probably have like 1,000 or odd red sandstone, and then I'll actually turn all those into flasks, and that'll be so much money. Anyway, I'm going to end the episode here, guys, while I'm mining some red sandstone, because I'm going to doubt that's the sort of thing you guys want to watch. But thank you very much for watching. If you've seen this video and you're not subscribed, then I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe. See more of this style of content. I do things like updates, discussions, generally about the game, and I'd really love it if you guys could speak to me about it. Get a bit of conversation going. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.